Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and last time Miss Marcellene was told that she has to complete two favors or challenges in order to be able to see the Chieftain. So one of them is fairly close. Let's go ahead and see what we need to do. Oh, look at the baby polar bear. Yes, the baby polar bears will attack. So we'll leave it alone. Got a lot of ice worms over here. A mass of ice storms. I guess you call those squalls. Now our first one is over in here somewhere. Collect Tatsu's trunk. We got frost worms. More frost worms. We have a cat. No, no, don't help me. We have a dead elephant here. Oliphant. Although I think these are actually mammoths. Where is this thing we're supposed to be getting? A tusk crumb. Last seen among the worms southeast along the ice bay. Frostworm, fox, frostworm, ice shore, pico. That's what they call these beasts here. Pico. That's a big tall bear. These are called grims. Would it be down in here? Oh, not this way. You know, I don't know if y'all can hear her, but she has a rather loud purr. So say hello to Miss Carol, who is now lying on my desk, trying to help me navigate. Now she can only help me find what I'm looking for, right? Wait. There it is. New deed, Worm Slayer. All right, that one's done. So before we take that back, we need to find the second one, which is to locate the tracker. Should take us near Pinty Pildo. So we'll go ahead and get the stable there while we're at it. Oh, look, we got something chasing us. It can chase us. There's a lot of dead mammoths here. This must be like a mammoth graveyard. I can't tell if this is solid ice. It is apparently. Looks like we're going past an Angmorum camp. Or maybe it's not an Angmorum camp. No, it's a fishing camp. Because I just saw a Pico defeat an ice bucket. I guess? Now that is an Angmorum. So maybe it is an Angmorum camp. And they had to perhaps desert that portion of it because of the Pico. So they're out here. They're looking for the same thing we're looking for. Of course they are. Where are we going? Meet the road. Which we totally messed it up. Haha. Yeah, chase me. And yeah, this place gets super foggy in spots. The fun thing is, well, I don't know if it still happens, but it used to be that you could go through this place and you'd be here in this fog and then you would port to another area and you'd still be in fog because the fog would persist and it would continue to persist until you logged out and logged back in. Don't know if it still does that or not. There's the road. So it looks like we're going up instead of down. I thought for sure we'd go down. I like the crunching sounds of the ice and snow. I always thought they did this part well. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, Forochel's my favorite place. Although, if it's your favorite place, let me know. Leave a comment. But I will say that there's a lot of stuff that they did environmentally wise that works really well. So, that rain. That is Lumi-vaki. That's a quest we're not worried about right now. I feel like we ended up going backwards to go forward. We probably did. And I believe Forochel is another one of those places where you have key locations, sort of like with Anuminous, that you can actually take back for the region. And if all of them are in control of the free people, the reputation for the area gets boosted. They didn't do that for too many places, just Anuminous and, like I said, I believe here. It was like they were testing it out as an idea, and they decided it didn't really work, so they gave up on it. We are going the right way now. Now, do we go left or right? much like the hobby system. It seems like they were testing it out with the fishing, and then for more than a decade, it just kind of sat without any updates. Where are we? We're not. Okay, Pentipeldo is ahead. Until they finally added the bird watching recently. So we should have gone down instead of up. Alright. Ooh. Talk about sliding. You have found Irma. Let's just talk to Sinai. Sinai's on the outskirts of Forochel. We need to go back to Forochel. But before we do that, we want the stable that is at Pentipeldo, which is up ahead. Yeah, we just follow the road up and we'll get there. I think aside from the fact that the mountains don't look very mountainous, over here maybe that looks alright. Over there it just kind of looks like a giant pile of snow. And over here I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. It's a little too round and flat. But now that I think about it, mountains are like that in a lot of the game. And I'm assuming that was the limitations of the engine, that they could only do so much. Okay. Pentipeldo is up here. I almost went past it. Good thing I double checked. So this is Pentipeldo. Not a very huge settlement, but a settlement nonetheless. Don't know if there's an interior here. No, at least not one we can get to. There might be one there. Here's our stable.
Welcome, Eteleviras.
We need to go back to Forochel. And now the only one we don't have is Ziggelgund. Ziggelgund is over here.
Are you well today?
I am. Thank you for asking. May I have a ride? Thank you, sir. I like that. Are you well today? Now we've done these tasks, hopefully once we turn them in, we will be able to talk to the leader, and I think this is a slow travel. I didn't bother to look when I got on the horse, but I do believe Forochel is one of the places that still has a boatload of slow travels. We're going to be a minute. And since we've already seen this, well, I will be right back. Alright, so we are back at Forochel. Let's go ahead and talk to people. We'll talk with Cindy first.
The cold is too great this season.
It takes much endurance and fortitude to survive in the cold wilderness with so little. I grant you the favor of endurance, but it will not alone be enough to gain you the full favor of Yrjana. There may be others who require your assistance. Right, so we have the favor endurance. Now, we need to turn in the other one, which is over here. Sir, your worm tusk.
The cold is too great this season.
You have succeeded in doing what the hunters of the Lumi-vaki have failed to do, and brought me the tusk of Paksu Karva. I grant you the favor of strength, though it will not alone be enough to gain the full favor of Yrjana. Okay, we can close that. Now we need to talk to Yrjana, because we have completed all of the tasks and gained all the favor. The Lumi-vaki are honorless savages, but that only makes them a greater threat. The Lumi-vaki. I wonder who she's talking about. Would that be the Guardian? Or did she mean the Angmorm? Because that pretty much describes both of them. Three Kalas are seat of power. I cannot understand why the elders... I would not be prying a business that does not concern you, stranger. She's like, excuse me, you're reading my conversation? Get out of here. And now we can talk to their leader.
Greetings, Etelaviras.
Welcome, woman of the South. You have shown great worth in the eyes of the Lumi-vaki, and have gained my favor. How may we be of help to you?
The Lumi-vaki could use your assistance.
You've gained the favor of the Lumi-vaki, but you are not the only one to come seeking our help to find this ring. Why is it so important? No, do not speak of it. I fear it will only bring a black wind upon us. First came the Vanha-vaki, Lerden, and then came you, but another awaits an audience with me. He makes powerful claims. Will you go with me to treat with him? You should know the claims he lays upon the ring. However, we will wait until you are prepared. When you're ready, speak with me again. Oh dear. It looks like we are not the only ones that have come here to seek an audience with the leader. And I can only imagine who else is here. But that, we will find out next time. Until then, bye for now.